Hello! Welcome to a Cemetery Dance unboxing. 4 years in the making. I think it was 4 years. I think this was a 2018 pre-order. This, my friends, is the Southern Reach Trilogy by Jeff VanderMeer. The very, very infamous Cemetery Dance title. So, there's a lot of controversy around this one online. Cemetery Dance has been taking a long time with their signed editions. This being a key example, in that this one, I believe, like I said, I believe it went on sale in 2018. Let me see if my delivery slip has the date on it when I bought it. It does not. It says 2022 because that's when they shipped it. So anyways, this was on sale for a very high price point back when it was first announced. It was touted as having all three titles in one volume of the Southern Reach Trilogy by Jeff VanderMeer. It was going to have this nice slipcase, which the slipcase does look nice. Very nice kind of stamping on it. Little underwhelming spine to the slipcase, but, you know, it is what it is. Some folks have said the slipcase feels a little bit flimsier than the Cemetery Dance ones. Maybe? I want to go compare it to my other titles. See, like, the top band there feels a little bit thicker, but the side bands feel a little slim. So maybe it's a little bit lesser quality. People said the same thing about the Strange Weather by Joe Hill. That one I don't think was necessarily a lesser quality slipcase. It was just a fat slipcase, which were different dimensions for what they normally have. Anyways, this was sold back in the day 4 years ago. It's having all three titles, having marbled end papers, having an extensive, a very large bonus section. And, yeah, having, you know, I don't want to say like they sold the moon, but it had a lot of promises with it. And it took 4 years to get out. And, well, let's take a look. So first and foremost, the dust jacket is very nice. They had posted the dust jacket online before, and I saw photos of it. Very, very nice dust jacket. I don't know who did the artwork for it. It doesn't actually say on the dust jacket at all, but I'm sure it'll say in here. Very nice stamping on the boards itself. I do like that. Kind of an owl, disformed owl creature, and a disformed rabbit. Southern Reach Trilogy. Kind of a little plain on the spine. First thing we're going to notice is there's no marbled end papers. It's just kind of black. I mean, there's at least some texture to it, which is one thing you could say. Second thing you're going to notice is the very sad Jeff VanderMeer signature. Very reminiscent of Josh Mallerman's kind of little scribble. VanderMeer himself has been very vocal about how displeased he was with this title taking so long. For example, Subterranean Press published 3 limited edition Jeff VanderMeer titles in the span of this one. VanderMeer, as far as I'm aware, still hasn't received his author copies, which is also not great. But, yeah, a lot of people have said that the signature is kind of like a big F-U to Cemetery Dance, so he kind of gave a half-ass signature, which is, I guess I get it. It's sad, though, because the fans who bought the book are the ones getting shit on in that case. So something else that's also been pointed out is that there we go. Pablo Delcan did the artwork. And you'll see the copyright was 2018 by Cemetery Dance. Another thing that was pointed out is that there's no table of contents. It jumps right into book 1, which is Annihilation. And the key reason behind that is theorized to be that there is no bonus section. You know, the extensive and large bonus section just simply does not exist. So, I mean, having a table of contents helps to begin with when you have any sort of anthology that contains multiple titles, but it almost seems like it's just a slap in the face about how they didn't include the table of contents after 4 years of working on this book. So yeah, there was some less than stellar opinions everywhere on this. A lot of zeros in those chapter names. I've only read Annihilation, the first title. So I'm looking forward to reading Authority and Acceptance. So the Southern Reach Trilogy is constantly also referred to as the Area X Trilogy sometimes, because Area X is this area that is cut off from society in which the first novel takes place. Yeah, only one leading zero in this. That very well could be part of... Oh yeah, it looks like it's be part of it, because we went to a different part, now there's 2 leading zeros. Anyways, Area X, cut off from society. All the teams that have gone in to explore are being wrought with strange anomalies, suicide, mental changes, physical changes, just all sorts of issues. And so 4 women, a biologist, an anthropologist, a surveyor, and a biologist, are going in to explore Area X. I'm slowing down here in the 500s because there was another complaint about the book mentioned online, in that a series of pages in a lot of copies had creasing, and it was like the 500 to 600 range. I'm not noticing any creasing here, so maybe I got lucky. But we haven't quite gotten to the 600s. Here we go, into the 600s. So I haven't noticed any creasing yet. Maybe I lucked out. I think I did. Oh, nope, there's one. That's pretty minor. I don't even think you can see it on the video. It's a little tiny crease there. You can kind of see it with the word means. But not as extensive as other people's copies. And here's the bonus content in the back. There's the bonus content pages and the brief about the author. All in all, I mean, it's just kind of a shame. This is the I mean, I still enjoy Cemetery Dance. Their signed editions have absolutely been wrought with issues the past few years. But they still have been putting out signed editions. Not all of them have been wrought with issues like this. The Eater of Gods by Dan Franklin was relatively quick in getting out. But some people will point to that and say it's because Dan Franklin works at Cemetery Dance. And they'll note that there haven't been issues with them getting their own titles out. The Richard Chizmar titles in particular, the Stephen King titles, Dan Franklin, I suppose. But their trade editions have been flying left and right. I've been enjoying that. So Kevin Lucia is in charge of the trade paperbacks and ebook line, and he's been doing really well. I mean, it's not really a good sign that Brian James Freeman is mostly focusing on Levidian now, and we still haven't heard anything from Richard Chizmar. So this book in particular is a sad one. I know it's pissed a lot of people off online, including Jeff VanderMeer, the author himself. It took 4 years to complete, and it did not deliver on the bonus section. It did not deliver on the marbled end papers. Slipcase seems a little bit thinner. It took forever to deliver, and for the price point that was paid back in 2018, a lot of people aren't really seeing it in this edition, which I can agree. I mean, the Ambergris trilogy that Subterranean Press did was around the same price point. That was only just announced last year. It's been published already, and you definitely see the funds in that publication, which just makes this one a little more sad. I'm hoping, I don't want to see any small press go out of business, so I'm hoping the Cemetery Dance gets their act together with the other signed titles they have out there. Because, I mean, their trade editions, like I said, have been doing phenomenal. I just really would love to see them catch up on the back catalog of their signed editions. So anyways, this title is sold out. You can find it on the secondary market. If you go to search for it in the secondary market, you're probably going to have some creased pages. But everyone's got the creased pages, and Cemetery Dance's response to that was kind of like a shrug. They were like, all the books have the creased pages. Whoops. And that was it, which infuriated some more people. which is just a shame. So anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you around next time.